Good morning, Manteca High. This is Kiki from Buff TV, and today we have a special announcement for you. We are having an episode about the history of our buildings at Manteca High. So stick around and enjoy.
The stadium was built in 1959 and was dedicated on Monday, September 21st, 1959, and named after Gus Schmidt. Gus Schmidt was a member of the founding board of trustees for the Manteca Union High School District in 1921. He was elected president in 1937. He was on the board for over 40 years. Gus Schmidt helped create one of Manteca's earliest football fields. He used his tractor and organized others to improve the playing field for Manteca High Buffaloes when it was located a bit to the west, closer to Garfield Avenue. Building the stadium was a 10-year process, started in 1949, after the board secured property east of Garfield Avenue for future expansion. The original stadium seating capacity was 2,400. When the stadium was renovated in 1996, the seating capacity became 3,640, and is the only high school field in Manteca that can have a helicopter land in it.
Named after Walker Vick in 2005, people talk about how he truly believed in Manteca High and the green and white. Coach Vick started teaching at Manteca High in 1959 and taught life science, physical science, driver's ed, and PE. He is the second all-time winningest football coach at Manteca High, coaching from 1969 to 1981. His record of 76 wins, 42 losses, and 4 ties, including 5 league championships. He was named VL Football Coach of the Year 5 times. He was also the varsity baseball coach from 1964 to 1972, winning 4 league championships. He was named VOL Baseball Coach of the Year 4 times. He was athletic director at Manteca High from 1985 to 2000. In 1987, he was named Section Athletic Director of the Year, and in 1989, he was named both California State Athletic Director of the Year and the Western Regional Athletic Director of the Year. In 2012, he was inducted in the San Joaquin Section Hall of Fame and being inducted in the Manteca High Hall of Fame this year.
Robert S. Winter Swimming Pool, named after Mr. Winter, a buffalo through and through for 40 years. His dad, who the gym it was named after, was the Manteca High team doctor, so he spent a lot of time at Manteca High as a child. He was a student and athlete at Manteca High, and he was also named the most valuable swimmer all 4 years for Manteca High. He taught history and PE for many years and coached basketball, swimming, and golf. He spent his last 11 years as an administrator. He was a dean for 3 years, assistant principal for 3 years, and the principal for 5 years before retiring in 2009. Mr. Winter is still very involved in Manteca High and is often seen at various athletic events. He also comes by to visit the staff and students on campus throughout the whole school year.
Our gym was named after Dr. Robert C. Winter. He was a local physician who brought his family to Manteca in 1946. He volunteered as team doctor for Manteca Sports. He was a school board member and for elementary. He was known as being a friend to the youth of Manteca. Students at MHS recommended that the gym would be named after him, and the gym is now used for basketball and volleyball.
For you that didn't know, the name of the varsity softball field is Penny Baker Field. It was originally this football stadium and was named after an early Manteca businessman who financed the installation of lights and turf on the original football field in the early 1930s.
This is the Dawson Center, which refers to the quad area in the cafeteria. It's named after Paul Dawson, who was the dean of boys through the 1960s and 1970s, and was described as very low-life. He also served as a principal 1 year before retiring. Dawson Center is now a home to a lot of students. Nowadays they go there to meet their friends or hang out with their boyfriends and girlfriends. This was our presentation for the Dawson Center. Thank you for watching.
I'm going to introduce you to the Addie Hall, which you know of as the music building. Addie was a majorette in the Manteca High band and head baton twirler. Her father was a longtime band director at Manteca High that brought recognition to the board throughout the whole state. Addie became the head majorette at Purdue and known as the Golden Girl. Sadly, Addie died at the age of 20 from leukemia while attending. Rest in peace, Addie, and just know your legacy goes on at Manteca High.
Ed Brasmer Library and Media Center was named after the longest-serving principal at Manteca High. He served from 1972 to 1993 and was credited with a higher push for academics and securing the library he was named after. Dorothy B. Mulvihill Theater was named after a former drama teacher at Manteca High from 1968 to 1995. She received numerous awards and recognitions for her contributions to the arts, including the 1989 California Educator of the Year in Theatrics and the 1992 Outstanding Contribution to Youth. The theater was named after her when she retired in 1995.
And there were 2 classrooms upstairs in the tower.
A laboratory fire damaged the tower in 1963, and construction inspectors deemed that it was a building did not meet the earthquake safety standards, and the decision was made to take out the tower down.
A Save the Tower committee was formed, but the school board determined that since the state declared it unsafe and it was a 40-year-old structure dating back to 1921, it wasn't worth the effort to make it pass earthquake standards for schools.
Although the tower did not meet earthquake standards at the time, it was hard to take down. In the first attempt, crews snapped 2 cables and then were unsuccessful trying to knock it down with the massive Caterpillar tractor.
It took a wrecking ball to finally bring the tower down.
Our yearbook is named the tower in honor of this historic landmark that defined Manteca High many years ago.
Recently, the school district has been considering rebuilding the tower when renovations began on our 94-year-old school.
Sup, broskies? I'm Ramses, and this is your weekly joke. What did the buffalo say to his son when he went off for college? Bye, son.
Well, I guess that's it, Manteca High, for a history of our buildings.
Thank you for watching, and it's time to sign off now.
But stay tuned for next week's episode, which is going to be fun.
I'm Kiki.
And I'm Carlos.
Thank you for watching
Buff TV.